Hello friends and my dear students, as we are studying the special casting methods, in which in the last few sessions we have studied about cell casting, investment casting and their principle of working, applications and their advantages and disadvantages that we have discussed in the previous sessions of this special casting method series. Okay, now we have came to study to get some insights about die casting. Basically, in die casting, molten metal is injected into a closed metal dies under pressure ranging from 100 to 150 megapascal. Pressure is maintained during solidification, after which the die is separate and the casting is ejected. Along with its attached sprues and runners, cores must be simple and retraceable and take the form of moving segment. There is a video that I will showcase you, or I will provide the link for this video in the description box of this content. Then you can browse that video. Basically, die casting is of two types, which are hot chamber and cold chamber. And if you are looking for hot chamber machines, then it is good for low temperatures, approximately up to 400 degrees C, and faster than cold chamber machine, because in the cold chamber machines you require more force or more pressure to apply, and the cycle time must be shorter to minimize the metal contamination. Okay, otherwise if your cycle time is very high, then metal can contaminate. Okay, that may be a disadvantage for your whole process. And metal start in heating cylinder. A piston force metal into the die. Piston will be there, as you can see in this picture that I will explain. Piston forces metal into the die, and the piston retracts and draw the metal in. And what kinds of suitable metal for this hot chamber machines are lead, tin and zinc. Okay, now come to the whole setup for this hot chamber machine. As you can see here, this is your ejector pin. Okay, this is the cavity, as you can see in this hollow form. This is the cavity, this is the cover die and fixed platen. This is the fixed platen, means this will be the fixed, and this is movable plate. Okay, this plate will move. Okay, from this way to this way. Okay, from left to right. Okay, this is your nozzle. This is the nozzle. This is the inlet channel. From there the inlet will be there. This is the chamber. Okay, and this is the cylinder, and this is the ram. Okay, this is the metal pot where metal has been fixed, and this is the furnace. From this, metal is going to be melted. Okay, with the help of this furnace. Okay, now came to the cold chamber machines. Cold chamber machines are used for high melting point metals, like whose melting point temperature is greater than 600 degrees C. Because high pressure is used in the cold chamber machines, that's why the time required is comparatively more compared to the hot chamber die casting machines. Now metal is heated in separate crucible, means instead of hot chamber you are melting the metal in the same chamber, while here you are melting it in a separate crucible. Metal is leaded into a cold chamber, and the metal is rapidly forced into the mold before it cools. Okay, and copper, brass, aluminum can be cast. These three metals are more favorable for the cold chamber die casting machine. Let's come to the setup for this cold chamber die casting machine. As you can see here, this is a moving platen, this is a fixed platen. Now with the help of metal ladle, you have to pour your metal here, which will go to this and insert piston, and this is the injection piston. When it will move, it will, your molten material will flow from here and it will move to the casting cavity with the help of this injection piston. Sometimes you have seen this is used in the plastic manufacturing industry as well, to produce some smaller thickness components. So there they are also using same die casting techniques. Now advantage of this is extremely smooth surfaces. It will produce a smooth surface finish. Excellent dimensional accuracy. Dimensional accuracy is also very high compared to the other casting machines, especially conventional one. Now the rapid production rate. Production rate will be very rapid in the die casting. I am talking about the advantages of whole die casting machine, not the cold chamber or hot chamber, including both the cases. Now, better mechanical properties compared to the sand casting. Sand casting is your conventional method. Means compared to the conventional method, we are getting better mechanical properties. Intricate parts possible will be very intricate or very complex. Minimum finishing operation will be very minimum. Means after production of your original part, there is very less minimum finishing operation are required. Okay, thin section possible, very thin sections are possible here. Okay, so this way, these are the advantages. Now let's see what are the disadvantages of this process. High initial die cast. high, High initial die cast, that means it is, you have to produce the die separately. Okay, and the designing of die should be done according to the requirement of your mold cavity or your casting cavity. So the die casting will be, oh sorry, the production of die will be high, so that will increase your initial cost. Okay, limited to high fluidity non-ferrous materials, means it is limited to high fluidity non-ferrous materials. Okay, if your fluidity of metal is very low, then that is not favorable or suitable for such kind of casting process. Part size is very limited, means as you have to apply some pressure, so it will limit some part size, means part size will be very limited in the die casting. Porosity may be a problem because you are just applying the pressure, then there may be some insertion of error in between. You are applying the insert, means you are pouring the molten metal from the ladle and you are applying the pressure from the piston. So in between, if there is some air, then that may create some kind of porosity. Some scraps in the sprue runners and flash, some scraps may be produced, but this can be directly recycled. Okay, so that recycling of that process you can done, so it will not affect your efficiency or your manufacturing yield. Okay, so what are the applications for this? Carburetors can be manufactured with the help of this die casting. Automotive parts, many other automotive parts can be manufactured. Bathroom fixtures, toy, especially plastic toy, are the huge industry who are manufacturing the plastic toy with the help of this die casting method only. What are the common metals? Alloys of aluminium, zinc, magnesium, lead. Also possible with the alloys of copper and tin. Okay. So these are the few alloys which are more favorable metals for manufacturing of any die casting parts. Okay, or casting with the help of die casting. Okay, so in this way we have covered whole your die casting methods. Okay, what are the die casting? Die casting is classified into two types: die, hot chamber and cold chamber. We have studied the setup of hot and cold chamber. Now what are the advantages and limitations we have discussed, application of those we have discussed. So I am stopping here. We'll come with another topic of special die casting in another session. Till that time, subscribe YouTube channel of Engineering College Banswara for more such content of different branches of engineering like mechanical, electrical, civil and computer science engineering. Thank you so much for patience listening. Do all, I will provide all the links of the previous sessions of special casting methods in the description box of this video. So go through it and just be updated with the content. Thank you so much.